14 Carolina Meteorologist Matthew East, and this is the latest edition here of East's weather video. Here I'm cutting this here during the evening on our Monday evening. All eyes on the potential winter weather producing system coming up Wednesday night into Thursday. And again, let's sort of show you where this threat comes from. This is the 500 millibar chart. By the way, this is off of the 18Z run today of the GFS. And I think the GFS really doing a pretty good job with this system as it stands right now. Now notice here over South Texas, a little 500 millibar disturbance, not overly strong, but enough of a disturbance. It's pushing out of South Texas to get an area of low pressure developing there in the northern Gulf of Mexico. That is 1,008 millibar low over the northwest Gulf at this point in time. This is again 7 o'clock Wednesday morning. We're looking at actually pretty heavy rain falling across South Texas and southern Louisiana. Notice the blue line here. That is the freezing line up at 850 millibars. And that'll be something I'll show you more of here in just a moment. So again, this is 7 o'clock Wednesday morning. We probably start off Wednesday with a lot of sunshine, and it'll be a cold start to the day as well. Low temperatures well down into the 20s for much of the western and central Carolinas. All right, there we are, 7 o'clock Wednesday evening, and the low pressure, pretty weak one, but sitting there near the mouth of the Mississippi River. And what you have ongoing here is very light precipitation generally across northern Alabama and Mississippi and northern Georgia as well, and a good bit of that is probably some sort of sleet, snow, and rain mixture, depending on exactly how warm the lower levels of the atmosphere are there. By this point, again, this is 7 o'clock Wednesday evening. By that point here in the Piedmont of North Carolina, we're probably looking at cloud cover streaming on in from the southwest. And as is often the case with this type of system, I think we'll see the precipitation very rapidly develop on in here as we go through Wednesday night. There we are. This is at 1 o'clock in the morning, Thursday morning, and as the GFS has it portrayed, that is some snow pushing into really a good chunk of South Carolina and pushing into the fringes there of southern and southwestern North Carolina. And from there, that snow then develops on in across much of the rest of the Piedmont of North Carolina. And I like this idea. I think the GFS is on the right track right now. If this was correct verbatim, this would probably be 4 to 5 hours of snow, and probably would get to be some moderate snow as we went through the pre-dawn hours on Thursday morning. This is the chart valid 7 o'clock Thursday morning, and all that precipitation that will have fallen over at least North Carolina, I believe, would have been in the form of snow. Let's fast forward now to 1 o'clock in the afternoon Thursday. That freezing line at 850 millibars is all the way up now the Virginia-North Carolina border. But notice this high pressure that's over the New England states. Let's back up one frame. Here we are again at 7 a.m. And that high pressure in pretty decent position for a cold air damming type of scenario to play out on the eastern side of the Appalachians here down through the Carolinas. So this really has the looks of a system that'll start off as a period of snow, then change over to some sort of a snow, sleet, freezing rain mixture before probably eventually ending as all rain a good chunk of the Piedmont. Again, there we are, 7 o'clock, I should say at 1 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. And that's probably all sorts of different types of precipitation occurring across most of North Carolina. At this point, you would say roughly Interstate 85 north and west. This would probably still be some sort of snow or sleet, maybe freezing rain mixture. East of that, probably kicked on over to all rain. And let me show you the 2-meter temperatures. This is the same time period, 1 o'clock Thursday afternoon, and this blue line now is essentially what the GFS is indicating as its estimated surface temperatures. And notice it has the northwest part of the state down toward the northwestern Piedmont still below freezing, and a lot of times, if you've been around this part of the country for any length of time, you know with these cold air damming scenarios, oftentimes the modeling is too warm, surface temperature. So I feel like there still could be a large chunk of western North Carolina at or below freezing, even at midday on Thursday. And there we are by 7 o'clock in the evening. The storm winding down. Precipitation should really begin to have tapered off. Should really begin to taper off rather as we go through Thursday afternoon, and that'll probably end as really pretty light precipitation Thursday afternoon. All right, now here is the meteogram, and this is from Gastonia. And if you're not used to looking at this, this can be a little strange to look at. But what you have in the top box here, that is the accumulated precipitation in 6-hour increments. And I will say that GFS is not overly heavy with the precip. The NAM is heavier. And I think probably somewhere in between those solutions might be more toward what will actually transpire. But look down here toward the 2-meter temperature profile, and notice in Gastonia it stays very close to, if not just slightly above freezing all afternoon on Thursday. So this really looks like it'll be a situation where we see, if things hold as they are right now, we probably see here for the southern and even up toward the Triad, the southern Piedmont up toward the Triad as well, we probably see a period of snow pushing in during the pre-dawn hours Thursday. For much of the area, that switches over to some sort of snow, sleet, or freezing rain mixture, and maybe ending as a little bit of light rain or drizzle on Thursday afternoon. I'm not real confident enough to put out any type of precipitation estimates or accumulation estimates as of yet, but I do think there is the potential for travel disruptions and across much of the area for the morning commute Thursday. So that'll be something you need to pay very close attention to. And we'll get a better handle on this as we go through the day on Tuesday, and we'll be able to probably put out some more specific type of accumulation amounts. But I do think there is the chance for some accumulating snow at the beginning of this across much of the area, and we'll have to see what the ice potential is rather as we get into Thursday, as the snow probably switches over to some sort of a wintry mix. We'll have to see what sort of ice potential there is. But that's how things stand right now. It doesn't look like a huge winter storm, but it could be enough, certainly, to disrupt travel on Thursday morning, and we'll keep watching this as we go through time. That's it for this edition of the video. Thanks for clicking on to the video here from my blog, and keep checking the blog. I'll keep posting some updates on it as we go throughout the next 48 hours approaching the event. So that's it for this edition. This is Meteorologist Matthew East. Everyone have a great night, and God bless.